Well, good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. You may or may not be interested in this beer, because I'm very interested in this beer. So, I was at Brook today. When I was at Brook, I picked up a six-pack of Half Bastard. They had the 1105 Imperial Saison, which I've never had, so I jumped on that. Excuse me, and they had some bottles of this, and I thought this would be sold out by now, especially with the hype I've seen of it online. And this is the Brook Brewing Company pilot project. This is their Cafe del Bastardo. So Cafe del Bastardo is a bourbon barrel aged imperial stout on coffee beans. So what they did was they took Kentucky Bastard and they put some Kentucky Bastard on coffee beans. Oh my god, I love Kentucky Bastard. Now you're putting coffee in the Kentucky Bastard. I don't like coffee all that much, but just thinking of those flavors playing with this is amazing. Now you can see that this Project Brew is a sticker on here, so this is going to be the label for all the things they play with. Now, since they do some of their brewing, since they do a lot of their major brewing, like their core brand now, brewed at the giant plant that they share with Collective Arts, that has Collective Arts' name on it, not theirs, they have room to do stuff like this in much larger quantities. So, yeah, get stuff like this. Cafe del Bastardo is the combination of our friendship with Detour Coffee Roasters. I actually had some Detour coffee once. It wasn't actually bad at all. And our love of barrel-aged imperial stouts. I love barrel-aged imperial stouts as well. An infusion of whole coffee beans from Los Idolas, Colombia, into our Kentucky Bastard barrels, bring a new member to our bastardly family. This interestingly aromatic beer displays bright... I'm not reading any more of that. This is Lab Series 1-215, well, 2015, so it was the first Lab Series of 2015. 2015's over now, so it was probably the only Lab Series of 2015. And this is 12% alcohol by volume. So, we'll take this off. This actually now tells you the proper way to remove their wax, and it's softened the wax seal by running it under warm water. With a knife, cut a line into the wax around the bottom of the cap, and then using a bottle opener, hook the front lip and lift. Well, press down, sorry. So first and foremost, I will say, good on you for being one of the few breweries that actually uses wax again. I mean, a lot of breweries now are back on the epoxy bandwagon. I don't know, is epoxy that much cheaper? Like, I would think wax would be cheap. It's fucking wax. Like, I can get paraffin wax for almost nothing. Notice that I'm not following their rules. I am not going to the sink. You want to know why I'm not going to the sink? You might have thought you saw my thigh when this video started. Yeah, I actually am in nothing but briefs right now underneath this shirt. This beautiful Molson M shirt. So if I'm wearing nothing but briefs, I'm not standing up for you to see my briefs, especially since they're Ninja Turtle briefs. Actually, there's a question while I get into this, and this is a video that people might actually watch because it's an interesting beer. How many pairs... Well, see, you did all this. You had all this wax, and it's actually one of your caps. I would have figured maybe you had some blank caps left over. I mean, I know you actually have caps with your logo on it, so that makes it so that it's easier for you to just use these because of the fact that you probably buy them in huge quantities. But I would have figured maybe because it's wax cap that you had just some blank black caps lying around from before you did that logo, or the old gold and red logos. That would be the best time to use those, you know, on a waxed beer. Now, it was very sad when I was at Nickelbrook today because they were out of their root beer. And if you know me, you know that their root beer is my favorite thing in the world. Every time I go there, I actually splurge about half of my fucking beer budget on their root beer, which is non-alcoholic root beer. And I was saying to the person at the till that they need to make alcoholic root beer. And he's like, yeah, I know, we've been talking about it. I'm like, well, it's a huge fad in the US right now, but they all just taste like root beer from what I'm told. You guys actually have root beer, like real root tea, like a real root tea recipe. He's like, yeah, I know, but we can't actually produce anything other than beer. And I'm like, yeah, well then sell it as beer. Throw a couple hop pellets in and throw some, I don't know, just some crystal malt in. Just a pound of crystal malt. Cheat it all the fucking way until they let you make it without it. I mean, you can do that. You can cheat it, and it's still legal. When Gruit's first came out, because they didn't have hops, they weren't considered beer in Ontario. When Gruit started coming back to Ontario, they weren't considered beer because they didn't have hops. So what Bose did was they just took one hop pellet and threw it in the bucket, threw it in the mash. Just boom, there's hops in there. So and now they don't have to do the hops because it's been accepted. So yeah, you could get away with it being a grist. In the end, it could be considered a grist, but until then, throw some hops and some malt in there. Be like, bang, here's my beer. Now I can sell it. Because your root beer is the fucking best in the world. Now let's get to this beer. There was a deep brown head on it. You can see from the line there that what color it would have been. This beer is as black as the black blood of the earth, as they say. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so it's not really fair, and I don't normally show this, but I reviewed this tonight. I did 2 beers tonight. I'm doing this one, and I did this, which is the Jitterbug from Central City, which is an Imperial Coffee Stout. Albeit this one is a barrel-aged Imperial Coffee Stout. But this one smells like fucking ambrosia compared to that thing. Out of the glass, you get a beautiful coffee. And yeah, it's Colombian coffee, but it has almost that Ethiopian coffee smell, that slight little touch of sourness to it. And yeah, I bring up the fact that I don't like coffee all that much. I still know a bit about coffee. Just a bit. I know a bit about coffee because I've had to learn it for some of the jobs I've had. Doesn't mean I like it. I've learned it. Yeah, out of the glass, you get a little bit of the alcohol, and you get a nice little touch of like almost Ethiopian smelling coffee because it does have that touch of sour. And you get some oak, and you get a touch of like fig. Now the bottle. And if I didn't pour this all the way up, if I had stopped it a little further down, I could probably get more scent out of it. Or if I had brought a cup with a smaller mouth opening, but I mean, this is what you want. It is bold. I just filled it up more because I have greedy eyes. But out of the bottle, this is the most aromatic beer I've smelt of 2016. It makes me want to marry it. Fuck you, Christy, I'm leaving you for this beer. Good, you didn't hear me. Oh, fuck. Vanilla. Vanilla. Coffee. And both like a mocha coffee because of the mixture of chocolate with the coffee, and high-end coffee. It just blasts your nostrils with coffee. Coffee, vanilla, oak tannins, chocolate. A bit of fig, a bit of caramel, a bit of roast. Oh, and there's a touch of coconut in there. There's some fucking coconut. Joe, there's some fucking coconut in here. Let's try the beer. Cheers. Okay. Okay. If I'm going to give it a bad note, because I do try to give you the positives and the negatives. My negative for this is it's warming. My chest is warmed when it's 12%, so I expected that. I'm not saying that it's a horrible thing to have a warming beer. I'm just saying that this beer is warming. And I get a very slight taste of alcohol astringency. Again, it's 12% alcohol. I know that there are some breweries that hide even 20% alcohol beers, but tasting a little bit of alcohol at 12% doesn't bother me all that much. Especially when it's a bourbon barrel-aged beer. Now that we've talked about the negatives of the beer, let's talk about the positives. Oh my fucking god, this tastes fucking amazing. Like, holy shit, I love this fucking beer. I love this beer. I do. I really love this beer. Lots of chocolate. Lots of chocolate. Lots of coffee. A little bit of an almost... the mixture of the vanilla, the coffee, the char, the bourbon... The mixture of everything makes this almost taste like cappuccino ice cream. I don't know if any of you have actually ever had like an espresso ice cream or anything like that, like an espresso chocolate. I have, and it's fucking good. And this tastes a lot like it. Like if I froze this and ate it with a spoon, I'd think I was eating that ice cream. And that ice cream cost a lot more than this bottle of beer did for this size. So I've had some Haagen-Dazs like coffee ice cream, and that coffee ice cream cost me a lot for a $2.50, where this costs a fair deal for a $7.50. But this is actually more worth it in my personal mind than the $2.50 was for pretty much the same price. Yeah, it tastes like coffee ice cream. It tastes like espresso ice cream. Lots of sweetness coming from vanilla, coming from caramel, coming from excuse me, vanilla, caramel, just the fruitiness that comes out of the barrels as well, like the fig and the dark fruits. The coffee itself comes off beautifully. It runs from the front of your tongue to the back of your tongue. The sweetness runs from the front of your tongue to the back of your tongue. And the bitterness that comes up in the background is oaky tannins, a little bit of roast, and a little bit of dark coffee, but all of those mix with the sweetness to make that almost ice cream flavor. Like the ice cream flavor doesn't go through the entire way, it emanates up your throat after you've drank it. Again, there is a little bit of a warming, but it doesn't last all that long. There is a twinge of alcohol flavor right in the center of the beer, but that's okay to me because that reminds me that I'm drinking a 12% alcohol beer, so I don't binge drink on it and get drunk and fucking stupid. And I know you're an adult, so you should have better judgment than that. Yeah, you're right, I should have better judgment than that, but sometimes you just get excited, you're in the moment, and you just drink and you don't think about it, and then you wake up and you feel like death. That's happened before. I'm sure it's happened for other people before as well. And it's going to happen again in the future. It will. I can't say it won't because I get in the moment. Peer pressure can get to me, and that's not something good to admit to. But it's true. I mean, I can have. If you watch a BDU, it's this. I'm kind of drunk. I shouldn't drink anymore. Drink another one, Chad. No, I shouldn't drink another one. You guys think I should drink another? Okay, I'll drink one more. And I'm of the age now. I'm over 30. I can get drunk and hungover fairly quickly. It's one of those plateaus where it's like, I'm fine. Boom! Fucking crash. You need to stop right at the right moment, because anything over that point, and you fucking crashed and burned when you're over 30, it's like, you're great. You might have an amazing alcohol tolerance, and as long as you stay within that certain norm, you're perfect. But once you pass that norm, you're done. And this beer could get me past that norm if it wasn't for that alcohol taste, because that alcohol taste will keep me thinking, oh shit, this is a big beer. And I know I'm going to get it. You look like you're on your fifth. No, I'm on my second beer. I'm on my second beer. And my only 2 beers of the night. So that's just the way it is. Fuck you. Yeah, that, for me, the initial sip, as soon as you swallow, I don't like that taste as soon as I swallow. Because that's where I start picking up that alcohol flavor for just a second. And then it disappears. And then I'm in heaven again. Like, I put it in my mouth and I'm in heaven. I swallow, I'm in heaven, I'm not in heaven, I'm in heaven. So I can't say anything bad about this other than those 2 things. It does have a warming that does fade. And it has an alcohol taste for just a moment. Like a split second, a nanosecond. This is a spectacular beer. This is a spectacular beer. And I can't get enough of this beer. I want to drink tons of this beer. Sorry, I was looking for something to show you guys. And you're going to see a mess on the chair behind me while I roll away, and that's because I need to find a home for some new stuff. Yeah, I need to find a home for some stuff. The wife made me give something to my kids that held all that stuff. That's just old computer equipment and stuff. Old camera equipment. Fuck, is it not in this box? Where did it go? Where did it go? I rolled away for nothing. I rolled away for nothing. Uh-oh. I can't show it to you guys, because I don't know where... Oh, wait. Okay. So, this beer is amazing. And my 2016 has started off really well. Thanks to beers much like this. Thanks to some beers that were sent to me and some beers that I've picked up. And I'm ecstatic that my 2016 has been the way it has been. This beer will get a 9.75 out of 10. If it didn't have that alcohol taste, it would be a 10 out of 10. But again, that alcohol taste does not turn me off. It doesn't make me angry. It's just the only thing that's a drawback for it. I will not stand up because I am not wearing pants. I am wearing something around my genitals, so I will not lose my YouTube channel if I stood up. But I'm not going to stand up because I'm not wearing pants. So you get a stout strut like this, and a sneak peek on some video that's being recorded tomorrow. This is Sabre pepper spray. It's dog spray. I also have Sabre bear spray, and I have a very beautiful, very large police issued pepper spray. So I'm going to get myself shot with these. Not all on the same day, but tomorrow we will record our first video for you with this, the dog spray. We're going to see a reaction of whether or not these would actually stop a 300-pound man. Because these are what you can actually... But dog spray and bear spray are the ones that aren't controlled in Canada. Will dog spray stop me? Will bear spray stop me? My wife is the one that's going to shoot me. She's fucking ecstatic to shoot me with these. Would those stop me? Will the police one stop me? That's the game we're going to play. So those are going to be coming up shortly. And hopefully you guys enjoy it. Again, like I said, this is bear, dog, and coyote spray. Sabre, dog, and coyote spray. And she's going to spray me with them tomorrow. And the video should be up in the next week or so. And this beer is a 9.75 out of 10. I love this beer. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to Burlington to buy more, unfortunately. And yeah, that's just the way it's going to be. Thank you guys. Bye. Ooh.